guys, Erin here again. Today we are making some keto bacon jam. I've seen so many recipe videos of this, but none of them are actually keto friendly because they use a lot of sugar. So I figured out a way to make this where it is actually keto friendly. So you want to start off with a pound of bacon and then cut it up into 1-inch strips. And then in a pot or a deep frying pan, you just want to place all that bacon in there at a medium-high heat and then completely render out all the fat so that the bacon is kind of crispy or starting to get crispy within the pan. The way you know that it's ready is when it starts to bubble all around the bacon like that and you're getting that deep kind of froth around your bacon. Once you're at that point, you want to add in 1 cup of chopped yellow onion and then just kind of allow that to kind of fully cook and caramelize. Again, you'll know that it's kind of done once it gets really frothy around both the bacon as well as the onion. So it will look kind of like this when it's ready. So when you get to this point, you are going to be adding in some coffee. You're going to be adding in 4 cups of coffee, but you're going to do it 1 cup at a time. And what the coffee does is it's got that acidic level to it, and that helps to further break down the bacon into that jelly state. Now, if you don't want to use coffee, you could use beef broth as a replacement, but it will take a little bit of extra time between each kind of cup. So each cup to kind of boil down takes about 7 minutes, and if you use bone broth or beef broth, it's going to take about 10 minutes between each cup to get it down. So as you can see, I've been adding in the cups of coffee and it's getting kind of a deeper shade of brown with each cup that I add in. So before adding in the 4th and last one, I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of this truvia brown sugar. Now, I've done this recipe with erythritol and I've done it with like a stevia-based sugar replacement, and it does turn out, but the best results are with this brown sugar replacement because brown sugar just kind of has that right caramelizing texture for making bacon jam. So I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 tablespoon of this maple flavor. This is going to kind of be the hack for some recipes where you would add maple syrup in order to make bacon jam. So just adding in 1 tablespoon, mixing all of those ingredients together before adding in the last batch of the coffee and then allowing that to reduce. And then once it's fully reduced and all of the coffee's kind of gone, you end up with this very deep brown caramelized bacon, and this is the end result you want before kind of making it into your jam consistency. So you want to make sure that all of the coffee has evaporated and is gone, but again, that coffee is going to help to break down the bacon. So once it's all evaporated and done, you want to put it into a blender, NutriBullet, food processor, just something where you can really chop down, break down the bacon. So I am just using a spoon in order to scoop it out because if I just dumped that big pot of bacon, I probably would burn myself. So I just scooped it out in order to be safe, and then once everything was out and it was lighter, I added in the bacon drippings, the rest of the grease, because you do want that into this because we want that good healthy fat on keto. So I just blended it up. It took about like 30 seconds of blending on like my highest power, and this is the consistency that you end up with. Now, before kind of putting it in the fridge or being done, I did add in 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. You could use olive oil or butter, whichever you prefer, but you just want to use about 2 tablespoons, and that's just going to help give it a little bit more longevity in your fridge and just give it a nice shine. So this is what the bacon jam looks like when it's all done. In your fridge, it will last for about 10 to 14 days. I would consider a serving about a tablespoon of the jam. And like I said, it's great on cheese, it's great on flaxseed crackers, it's great as a garnish on burgers, or if you wanted to add it into like pasta. What you do want to keep in mind is that this needs to be served kind of at room temperature. So when you go ahead and eat it, you just want to either throw it in a skillet or a frying pan or saucepan on like medium-low heat on your stovetop, or just pop it into your microwave for about 15 to 20 seconds in order to kind of get it warm. It will have kind of the fat separated look in your fridge as it's stored, but that's just, bacon grease getting hard and not being beautiful and shiny. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!